Hi guys, welcome to Money Matters. My name is Madhura and I'm your host for today. So if you are watching already, I see some of you already saying hello in the comments. Welcome guys. Thank you so much for tuning in so early. Do let me know that you're watching this right now so that I can give you a shout out. Hi Sangitavani, hi Malachmi. Very nice to have you guys here. And this is a live stream show that happens every Sunday, and it is really exciting to meet so many people who come from many different industries and backgrounds, and they come and share their experiences about money in this show where we talk about money matters in a way. So, by the way, my name is Madhura, and I am the Junior Director of Simply Empowering, as well as the co founder of the Malaysian Youth Movement and Social Enterprise Ascendance. We started this back in 2015 so that we can share with people, youngsters, how they can create their reality and achieve their goals. So today's segment is very exciting for me because we are having an 11-year-old guest, and she is amazing. She probably knows more about money than me know, and it's really exciting to talk to our guest today about money. It's so amazing to see how at a very young age she's able to create an entrepreneur, become an entrepreneur and actually run her business, at the same time guide so many other youngsters on finance. So in Money Matters, it is a weekly show. We talk about different topics. Sometimes we get technical, we learn about things like saving, spending, and all of that. But most of the times, we actually spend time to meet people who are from different industries and learn from their personal experiences. Because the best way, in my opinion, is to learn from other people's experiences, other people's mistakes, and when we listen to these stories, it actually engages us more than just reading theory and trying to understand what it felt like. So thank you so much guys for taking your time off on a Sunday to just spend a little bit of time understanding how you can improve your financial literacy. And I really appreciate you guys being here. So do drop a hello in the comments so that I can give you a shout out. We have Dila here, we have Humaira here. Nice to see you guys. Thank you so much for joining. So today, like I mentioned, there's been this show has been going on for many months now. We have had over 22 different speakers who come and speak on our platform, and today we have another amazing guest speaker. So our guest speaker for today is none other than Tracy Rabi, guys. Tracy Rabi, who is 11 years old from Tanzania. She is the founder of Kids Finance with Tracy. So one of the things, I personally got to know Tracy when she was featured on the teenager startups platform, which is very nice to see. And she's actually spoken at a TEDx before at Oyster Bay, which personally it's a big deal to be featured on TEDx. And Tracy, at a very young age, has already spoken on a TEDx. She has already released a few books on finance and how youngsters, young people, children, and kids can learn about money. She has released a couple of books on that. She guides other youngsters in Tanzania on how they can start managing their finances, learning about finance, at the same time also start their own businesses at a young age. It is truly an honor to have Tracy Rabi here today. Um, a fun fact, guys, many of you here are Ascendance's followers. You guys attend most of Ascendance's events. One exciting fact is that Tracy is actually going to be speaking at our upcoming New Age Learner virtual conference, which I'm super duper excited for. But I think we should listen to a little bit about what Tracy has to say about herself. So let me quickly share a introduction video by Tracy on herself.
Hi, I'm Tracy Rabi. I'm an 11-year-old entrepreneur, and my business is called Kids Finance with Tracy. In Kids Finance with Tracy, we use 3 series of tools to teach kids in a proper and easier way about business and the world of money. Our first tool that we use are free online contents that we put on social media such as Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and you can find all of this in Kids Finance with Tracy. Our second tool are books that I've written. My first book is called 20 Important Finance Words for Kids. In this, we have 20 important finance words, just like in the title, that teach kids and even with graphics in 20 words that they'll meet when talking about the subject of money in their everyday life. My second book that I've written is What You Should Know Before You Start Saving. In this book, just like in the title, we teach kids about what they should do before they start saving, and like now that they'll have to go through things that they will have to consider, such as where will they get the money from, where will they put the money, and such as that. And our third tool is events that we plan. In this, we my first event that I done was on June 2021, where kids come and sell the products, um, where entrepreneurs they learn the skill of selling, negotiating, and non-entrepreneurs can come to the entrepreneurs to ask them questions of how they started, what inspired them, and such questions that will even help them to become a entrepreneur themselves. Thank you.
All right, so that was Tracy Rabi. One of the things I absolutely love about her is she's helping start other youngsters to become business people as well, kidpreneurs, as she mentions it. So, without further ado, let's welcome on stage none other than our guest speaker for today, Tracy Rabi. Hi, Tracy.
Hi,
How are you feeling?
hi everyone. I'm feeling very well, and I'm happy for all entrepreneurs or non-entrepreneurs.
Awesome, awesome. I am super excited to have you here. To be honest, I think a lot of people are very excited to have you here as well. Guys, do drop a comment in the chat box if you are very excited to have Tracy here. I think we're all going to learn a lot from you from today's session. We already have a lot of people saying hi to you. That's very nice to see. So, Tracy, I think one of the things that I am personally very intrigued about, right, is how does one even get started in this? Like, what made you think at 9 years old that I should teach kids about money? Why did you start this, Tracy?
I started this when I was 9 years old. I thought started this
Yep.
as kids in Africa weren't really taught about money. After I read my first book called Rich Dad Poor Dad, when I found that out, thought I went and asked my friends about it. Some of them didn't understand at all. Some of them even asked, what was I even speaking of? Which is kind of funny to think as if I'm the only one who knows. I started a business that teaches kids about money. So since I didn't really have enough capital to start,
Yep.
I asked my parents to pay me for each chores I do or each book I read. So I went with that till I was until 2020. That's when I started my business. I mean 2019.
Okay.
When I
Okay.
started it, I printed a few books. I I sold them. I'm even getting sponsored and by bookstores, and they're even helping me sell my products. And I even
Okay.
did my first event on June 2021.
Yes, I would definitely love to talk to you about your event in June. But I think one of the exciting things is like a lot of people have read Rich Dad Poor Dad, but very few people go on like I should help other people to learn about it, right? Because like a lot of people they come to realize, I did not really understand why did it take me so long to understand about money. But they it usually is focused within themselves. But I love the fact that you thought you should go and share this with your friends, which is very nice. So when you first started, like I think one of the first things you did is to earn money, right? You actually sold books and all of that. What was that like? Was it a very hard thing to do? Did you face a lot of obstacles, or was it very easy for you?
It was kind of hard, as in first I didn't have enough money to print books in bulk.
Yep.
So I was able to gather up enough money so that I can print in a few books. People didn't really buy many of them. I
Okay.
was discouraged, although I continued about my books. Selling them was kind of hard through the internet, and it was the first time for me.
Okay. Okay. I mean, it's amazing that you came past that and you actually do amazing things now. Thank you so much for sharing that journey with us. So I'm going to ask you a few questions that it's like some rapid fire questions to kind of get ourselves warmed up with the crowd. So those of you who are watching, I would like to kindly request that you share this live stream with your friends and family. Please do go and share it on your Facebook. If you're watching this YouTube, send it to 5 of your friends on WhatsApp and say, come and tune in, this is amazing, we need to listen to Tracy. Every share that you do will help us to reach out to the right people who need these guys. And like Tracy has said, there's no such thing as too young. Anyone and everyone should be learning about finance, so please do help us share this out to more people. So Tracy, I have some fun questions, I would say, to ask you. So I'm just going to do some would you rather questions with you, so that we kind of have a little bit of fun. So my first question is this: would you rather win $5 million tomorrow or $100 million in 20 years' time? What would you want?
Hmm. Me, I will go with. Wait, you see how many years?
Twe- Uh, okay, it's $5 million tomorrow or $100 million in 20 years. It's a
$100 million
tough
dollars in
question.
20 years. Because there are any
Why?
problems, I got my money. If there are any difficulties in those 20 years after, I got my $10 million to support me.
Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good. To be honest, like right now, we don't really need it as youngsters, and I think that is why it is a really, really good idea to start entrepreneurship at a young age, right? Because it is
Yeah,
technically risky in the sense that you screw up, nothing happens. You just have your parents to take care of you at the end of the day.
yeah. Having your parents take care of you, and if you fail, it's like a joy. You're lucky.
Yes. So okay, I have another question for you. So you do mention that one of your books is the 20 important finance words, right? So can
Yeah.
you reveal to us maybe one or two words to audiences today that are important words that maybe some of us don't know and we should be focused learning about?
Hmm. Um. I'll start with assets. Assets is anything that makes you money. Like you can't be saying
Okay,
your house is an asset while you have to pay rent almost every single month.
good point.
B, maybe it's an asset. Maybe could be, let's say, if you have two houses, you could be using one for rent. So that means you can consider your house as an asset. But then you can consider it as an asset,
Okay.
yet you're still paying its rent.
Okay, good point. Assets, guys, learn that word. It's a very important word. What else? One more word.
Mm, profit.
Okay.
Profit is money that you something in your business that makes you or helps in growing your money. Like if you're
Okay.
having any partnerships, that will be a profit to you. If you're having good sales, that could be your profit.
Very nicely said. Very nicely said. I think people who are like 30 years old who are running businesses must come and listen to you, Tracy. I love the fact that you
Yeah,
can explain this so
kids,
clearly.
I'm teaching
Like,
kids what they'll have to learn when they're older.
yes, that is so true. Okay, so one of the I mean part of the topic for today is when should youngsters start learning about money? So when is it too young to be learning about money? When is the best age to start learning about money?
I think that the best age for kids to start learning about money is at age 7. I think
Okay.
so like this because when you're 7, you're mature enough to understand concepts of money, and if properly explained, you can understand about assets, profits, loss. You'll understand that more maturely is you're old enough, you're think of is because at age 7 in Tanzania, kids start dealing with money at age 7, going to shops, buying. Some of them could even think 7 is the age that they should start learning about money.
Okay. Okay, okay. So I think the best part of it is, as long as they can start understanding the concepts a little bit when properly explained. I love that you said that, because like sometimes older people tend to make things very complicated, but I think you explain things very clean, simple manners so that they can understand. And as long as they can
Yeah.
start understanding that, you can start learning about money, and there's nothing wrong with it. I do hear sometimes that, when they say like you shouldn't teach your kids about money at a very young age, because then they become very money minded. Is that true? Is that something you see in the kids you work with?
Being money minded is both a good and bad side. The bad side is as if you might start getting addicted to money.
Yeah.
That means you'll have to spend less time using your money. At least even
Yep.
having your parents take care of it. And the good side is that as if you'll be able to understand how money works even further than anyone. You might even be surprised the money person knows more about money than I do, which will be
Yes.
totally understandable even to me. So bad side, addicted. Good side, as if they'll be able to understand more and know more how to use it, how to share the money, distribute it to workers if they have a business.
That is so true. Rather than focusing on the bad side of it, where we think they will become addicted and all they want is money, we can focus on the good side where they learn how to make use of the tools they have good business relationships and all those other things as well, which is so true. Very nicely explained, Tracy. Thank you so much for that. Um, okay, now
Me
that
too.
we know that seven, even if you're a 7 year old, you can start learning about money. Where do you
Yeah.
start with the kids you work with? Like, do you immediately go into like, all right, let's earn money, or do you teach them something first? Before, do you teach savings first, or is there other things you can learn other than savings? Because everyone talks about savings, but that's the only thing most people talk about. They don't talk about anything else. What do you talk about money with regards to the kids you work with?
Um, I don't think kids should only be learning about saving. Saving comes in my second point, because I set up into 3 points that kids should learn. Kids should learn how
Okay.
to make money, keep money, and grow money. In making money,
Okay.
they could either be having a job or a business. They
Okay.
could be running it or they could be working with it. And to keep
Okay.
money, it involves in making saving goals and completing them. Um, you could even be saving maybe from investments of your business or whatever you do.
Okay.
Then there's growing money, which is investing into a business if you own one, or setting up separate businesses. And I don't think as if kids should only be taught about investing into making more products or putting up more ads about what you're doing. I think as if investing, kids should even know about the. They could even invest in real estate. They could invest into other companies, partner up with them, and not only saving is the most important skill. Although I think it's very important for kids to know if they want to have a business.
Yes, that is very nicely said. So, three elements on what you can learn: making money, keeping money, and growing money. So, I love that you said making money is the first part, because, like, a lot of us try to focus on like keeping money, but we forget that you need to make money first to in order to be able to keep it. So, I like that you said it's either a career or a business. So, make money, guys, and then so three elements you need to look at: make money, keep money, and then grow your money as well. Very nicely said, Tracy. So when you started to teach youngsters on making money, right, what were some of the things that they did? Like, what did the kids you work with start doing to make money?
Um, to make money. Wait, there's a small problem. If you can just excuse me.
Yeah, sure. So guys, if you're watching, do ask your questions in the chat box, comment box, so that Tracy and I can take them as we go. And okay, Tracy, you okay?
Yeah, I'm back.
All right, awesome. So making money, like the kids you work with, what are the things that they do to make money?
Kids can make money from either doing chores. They have to talk to
Okay,
their parents about it first. They
of
make
course.
money maybe by doing chores. They have a family business. a fixed budget on how much. If small
Okay.
chores could be 5,000, if it's big chores could be 10, or kids can even discuss with the parents about reading books.
Mm,
If a kid really reads a complicated book, it should be higher
mm.
than a kid who is reading a storybook or so. Or
Okay.
kids could even be
Okay.
making money through a business that they have.
Okay. So you mentioned earlier that you did a fair in June, right? Like for kidpreneurs, you actually had a lot of kidpreneurs come
Yeah,
together and share about their what they do. So how was that
yeah.
like? Why did you organize that event?
I organize the event so that kidpreneurs can come and sell their product, and that even other and other non-kidpreneurs or kidpreneurs can know about it. And I mean, it's another how to advertise them. And at the same
Okay.
time, that non-kidpreneurs can come and get taught by the kidpreneurs on what they do, how they started, and they too can get inspired about it.
Awesome, awesome. So, are there any success stories of the kids you worked with, like business or product that they started that has been selling very well and all of that?
I do have a few success stories. My first
Okay,
success story is in an orphanage here in Tanzania called House of Blue Hope. I came to House of Blue Hope a few months ago. I taught them
okay,
a lot about money, saving, and how to even set up your own business on your own or with help. At House of Blue Hopes, kids started saving there. Some of them
mm,
told me about how they started, where they're making the money. Some of them are even selling bead products such as bead purses, bead earrings, bead bracelets, and all that. And
okay.
I'm really starting to want to buy them. And there's
Now that
Angel.
you're saying, I want to buy them too.
There's
Other
even
than
Angel who I there's even Angel, a person who I trained on Instagram about money. And right
okay,
now on Instagram she's selling very very nice nuts, which I really love. Now they're gonna become my
okay,
favorite nuts. And there are even kids at my school who I inspired them to start businesses, like my friend
okay.
Lorena. I inspired her to start her business of selling bead bracelets and earrings too. And so far, there are others who I even inspired, although not getting into details, is there are so many.
Yep. So Tracy, I'm curious, right? I personally want to, if anyone here who are watching, they would like to get your book or like read your book that you have written, the 20 important finance words, as well as what to do before start saving, right? If you would like to get those books, is there any way we can
Yeah.
contact you? What is the best way to reach out to you to get these books?
You can reach out to me through Instagram. That's where
Okay.
I'm commonly selling my books. And I'm even selling them at Amazon.
Ah, okay, okay. So, guys, if you're interested, one of the ways you can reach out to Tracy is through her Instagram. It's written there at Kids Finance with Tracy. Do get in touch with her, guys. I think it will be very, very nice. If you're a parent who's watching, maybe get those books for your kids or talk to Tracy, get them to see how they can learn from Tracy as well. I think that would be a very, very amazing thing to teach youngsters nowadays. So I had a few people who in the audiences who actually submitted their questions to you. So I'm gonna ask some of the questions that they have asked. One of the things, many things that they asked.
Okay.
Uh, which you have already answered. So, guys, if you are the one who asked this, don't worry about it. We have already answered, which is like what age should be learning. We should be learning about money and all of that. There's somebody who asked, how can I discipline myself to save more instead of spending it? So, how do people make sure they don't spend off the money that they have?
What I think on how kids should spend money, I'll say even create a budget, or what I call it, and it's three legs stool. The first leg consists of using half of your salary which is 50% of your money. Then you take, and then the remaining 50, you divide it into 40%. You spend it on whatever you're planning to buy if you had a saving goal. And the 10% that remains, you can either take it back to your religion, such as the church or the mosque, or you could even be helping the poor and needy.
Wow. Okay. Okay. So I personally had wanted to ask you this question. I think you are kindly, I mean, kind of answering that, which is, what are the first five things you would do if I gave you $1 million? So if, let's say, you have randomly walked into $1 million, Tracy, good day for you. But like, if that happens, what are the first five things you would do with that money?
First thing that I'll do, I'll take $500 out of there, keep it on my savings.
Okay.
Second thing that I would do is I take $400, continue investing it into my business. Wait, no,
Okay.
$300, invest
Three
it into
hundred.
my business.
Okay.
Then I take $100, I give it back to my religion and the needy, both of them.
Okay.
The
Okay.
other thing that I'll do is spend a lot up to $20 million. That's a lot of money for me.
Okay, okay,
And
that's very nicely said. Very nicely said. So there is savings where you take care of your like future. If there's any need for the money, you are putting some aside for that. Some for your business so that you can continue to grow that. If you are not running a business, I guess you can also spend it like on your career, on upskilling in terms of your career and all that. Do you think that is a good way to invest the money?
I would invest the money into giving me more financial literacy, training more courses if it means to get to that.
Okay, okay, okay. That's very nicely said, and I love the fact that you also said like give it back to people who need it, the ones who don't have that amount of resources. Actually, help contribute back some amount of money for them as well, which is not something a lot of people think about. I love that you're already thinking about this at such a young age. So thank you for kind of like sharing that. So another audience question that we had is this, Tracy: why or how can you be a founder at such a young age? How were you able to start something at 9 years old, or did you start it earlier? Like, how did you manage to make it happen?
When I started my business when I was 9, first I got a lot of help from mom. And it's the first time I'm ever actually working with money on the internet. She helped
Yep.
me in setting up my page. Although I'm managing almost everything that happens.
Yep.
Um, as I continued on Section 10, that's when I was able to get into my business more than at 9. And at that time, I was more mature, and
Okay.
my mind was less playful than 9, as you know. Below 10, normally you can't really take anything seriously.
Yes.
So at 10, that's when at 9 I thought I could be doing my first event, although it got cancelled. When I turned 10,
Okay.
I thought again I could start, although it got cancelled again because of the COVID pandemic. First event cancelled twice.
I have no idea how you handle it.
As I continued, I thought if I can be doing events, I could at least continue selling my. Since I was 10, since I couldn't really be doing events, I thought I could continue trying to sell more of my products so that I can reach out to more people. I
Yep.
started posting more as I couldn't really be able to meet up with people personally.
Okay.
And since now I'm 11 and I already did my first event, I'm planning to do another event on December, and I'm getting more into my business and I'm trying more to it being personally mine, me being able to work with it alone without much help, although I'll still need
Yep.
help from sponsors or any other people who are willing to help.
Amazing, amazing. So the new project that you are doing in December, so it is a fair with all of the kidpreneurs as well as others who are selling, I mean, who are entrepreneurs, who will be coming and showcasing the work that they do, right?
Yeah.
So is this
Although
something
this
that is
time
sorry, go ahead.
I was saying as if I was hoping this new new fair could become our cashless fair where we use cards and clients are able to put in money into their new bank accounts that they'll be starting. Sounds
Okay,
like too
okay.
much, although anything's possible.
That is so true. That is so true. Amazing, amazing. Thank you so much for sharing that, Tracy. So, one of the questions as well that we have gotten from our audiences is, how do you manage your business at the same time your education? Because you're 11, you're going to school. I think there's many times when I was trying to communicate with you, you had school or you had classes and you had your homework to do. So, how do you manage your time when it comes to balancing your
Yeah.
education and your business? You okay? how
Yeah.
how 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 have you been able to manage both your business and your education?
The way how I manage it is if I use most of my weekdays on school and homework and everything. If I have any spare time,
Okay.
I start reading into financial books so that I can find enough and valuable content to my followers. And
Okay.
if possible, if there anything that I signed up myself for, I'll try and use my spare time after I'm done with everything to get into my business more. Although times where I'm mostly available is on Sundays and Saturdays. As no school, I've already done my homework.
Yes, yes, that is so true. So, do you think learning how to manage running a business, do you think it has helped you to do well, I mean, to be able to improve overall, or did it bring you further away from your education? Because a lot of people have this thing like, kids should not be doing a business because they can't manage their time, they need to study for their exams and schools and homework and all of that. Is that true, or do you think running Kids Finance with Tracy has actually helped you in your education?
I think as if running kids finance it is helping me more into my education, not only in academics, but
Yep.
even helps me in the education of being more independent in myself. Because I can't be trusting anyone else other than myself to do everything. I have to be able to separate my time properly into studying for exams, being ready for tests, quizzes, and all that. So it helps
Yes.
me being more independent into myself rather than trusting on other people.
Very nicely said. Very nicely said. So I think I would like to finish it off with one of my final questions, which is, what is the most important principle in terms of money? So in your life, what is the most important principle that you have for money, and something that all of the audience who are watching today can take away?
What I think is the most important principle is that kids aren't too young to start saving, starting businesses, being entrepreneurs. I think as if being young, it gives you an advantage, financial one, where once your subconscious mind has already gotten into the setting as if you're able to handle your money properly, you're able to distribute it properly and fairly. Um, and even that, even if you fail in your business, you can still start all over again as you're under your parents' care. But once you're older, you have more pressure as you've got to pay for your rent, you have to pay for school fees, you have to pay for activities, and all your basic
Yep.
needs and all that. So that's why I think that if it's not, you're not too young to to start a business, start saving, or to start anything. As a kid, um, you've already got all the benefits that you could get.
Beautiful, beautiful. I love that you said that the best time to start is when you are a kid, because you can make mistakes, you can take risk, and it's perfectly fine. Even if your business fails, you have learned something new. Very beautifully shared, Tracy. I love that. So one of the things I'm very excited about is you are going to be coming back in a month, on in literally a month time, where we are having our New Age Learner virtual conference. So, is there anything you can reveal to us about what you're going to be sharing about in the conference?
I can't really be sharing to you too much, or there'll be no worth coming. What I'm gonna what I'm gonna be talking about in the New Age Learner Conference is in detail of how you can start a business, um, what you have to go through, how you can think of how much sell your products, which in a sneak peek take how much money it takes for you to make the product, and add it to how much you want to make as profits. Although it should
Hmm.
be a reasonable price, you can't tell me as if you're gonna be selling me 1 million just up to 20,000 just for me to buy a hairband, which is very unreasonable. So it should be
Yes.
reasonable to you,
Yep.
affordable to your customers, and it's even profitable. What else I'm gonna talk about is about capital.
Okay.
That's as far as I can end. I don't want to make it
Yes. So
find
let's not
words.
spoil it. I love that you shared so much already. Guys, if you'd like to continue listening to Tracy and her experiences, do join us for the New Age Learner Virtual Conference. I'm going to leave the link to sign up in the comments. So if you're watching, do book a seat. The seats are limited, so if you book your seat now, there's a high chance you can listen to it. Do not worry, the seats are already sponsored by Ascendance's corporate partners, so you can attend for free. Not a problem at all. I think one of the audiences had a questions of how you are managing the time, which I think you did answer in a way by like separating your days into the tasks. Like weekdays are mainly for school, and your weekends are more for you to focus on your business and all of that. But maybe to just a little bit to add on top of it, right? I think a lot of us know like we can like do our studies on weekdays and we can do the other things on Sundays and Saturdays. But how do you not get lazy, Tracy? Don't you like feel like I just want to watch cartoons? Do you not feel like that, or do you feel like you're like a motivated Rocky every day you want to do things, or do you get lazy at any point in time?
Where I manage it is on the weekdays. As I said, I'll be spending my time on doing schoolwork and everything. Spare time
Yeah.
I could be using it to um catch up onto my business. And
Yep.
if I've got any more time, that's when I use it to have a bit of fun with friends and family on outings, maybe even. On
Okay.
Saturdays, it's more into business than schoolwork,
Okay.
and as that, I better be having some time to rest, or I might get overstressed with life and all that. So
Yes.
that's why I put it up at 1 hour and 30 minutes, or even up to 3 hours of resting and having fun for myself. Is I'm still a kid. I can't be dealing up with business all the time.
Yes.
Can't be dealing with school all the time. So I have to even have fun. I don't want to spoil my freedom.
Very true. I love that you said that, guys. It is all about just allocating your time, right? Because, like you said, on weekends you do take your rest time, you do spend time playing and having fun and doing things that make you happy. At the same time, you're also working on your business. So it's not like if you guys have to be like a robot to be able to do this. I love how Tracy said it's like balance. You have to have a balance in the different things that you do. So thank you so much, Tracy. That was a very nice sharing. I personally learned a lot from you. I'm looking forward to meeting you at the New Age Learner Virtual Conference. Any last words for our audiences today as we end today's live stream?
What I want to say is I'm very happy to this meeting with Mathura, and I'm really hoping that if you could come over to the New Age Learner Conference, and I'll tell you everything on how to start a business. It may seem long, but get your tickets, your seats ready, cause you're gonna get into shocks, and I'm not gonna make it seem boring like speeches, but I'll try and make it as reasonable as possible. Can't
Amazing,
wait to meet you
amazing. All
guys.
right. Thank you so much,
I
Tracy.
can't,
Really appreciate.
happy that you're appreciating it, and hoping that even everyone who's here is appreciating it too. Hoping to meet you all next month on the New Age Lunar Conference. And if you wanna buy any of my books, you can go onto Amazon, or you can even buy them at my Instagram page. And I'm really hoping that if um you all get into you all become kidpreneurs, and hope that you got inspired by me, or even if it's from others.
Yes. Very nice. Very nice. Thank you so much, Tracy. Take care. We will see you soon in September. So I'm just gonna quickly do a wrap up for session today, guys. That was Tracy Ravi. I think that interview was amazing, and there's so much we can learn. So there's no such thing as if you're only someone who has 30 years of experience. Only then you have something to add value to or share with people. No, our 11-year-old kidpreneur Tracy Ravi is so amazing, and I'm sure all of us learn from her. Like she mentioned, you guys can get in touch with her on Instagram at Kids Finance with Tracy. So if you'd like to get a book or you'd like to have a conversation with her, just get in touch with her on Instagram, and I think she would love to help out you guys. Other than that, you can follow Tracy, but you can also follow me for any further updates on money matters. This is my social media links. The Real Madhura, you can follow me on Instagram to continuously get updates on money matters, and as well as if you'd like to tune in to our next few shows, so that you don't miss any episodes of Money Matters and you continue to learn about finance and upskill yourself in terms of finance, then do join us by subscribing to Money Matters. It is free of charge, no worries at all. But by subscribing, you will get a personal update on all of our upcoming sessions so that you'll be able to not miss an episode. However, if you have already missed any of the episodes that we have done before, do not worry. We will be actually featured. We actually have a link tree with all of our previous episodes in one place. So you just have to click on our link tree, Money Matters archive, where you can access all of our previous 23 episodes in a way and watch back whichever episode that you feel resonates with you and connects with you. Thank you. I think we have Dini who basically said thank you, Madhura and Tracy. It was amazing. Thank you, Dini, for tuning in. Really, really appreciate it. Do keep your comments coming, guys. I think Tracy would really appreciate if you guys can show a word of encouragement as well. So Money Matters will be back again next week Sunday. Looking forward to have you guys there. Once Madhura is signing off, thank you so much for joining today. See you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching, and please do like and subscribe so that you never miss an episode. Do share this episode with your friends and family. And if you like this episode, leave us a review on our Facebook page, facebook.com/simplyempowering. Money Matters is where we aim to provide valuable content to inspire and empower you on your money matters. Thank you once again for watching this episode, and see you guys at the next one.